Man, it's been a long time since my sophomore season, and now it's time for my junior year. And man, when I tell y'all, like, just so much stuff ended up happening during the off season, can't wait to get into it. But first things first, after seeing what I was able to do here on this school, a school that couldn't even get a win the previous season before I was here, crazy enough, I actually ended up sparking the interest of another player from the school I was on before. You know, the school that I said that had so much talent. Well, welcome Dakota Mills. He's a wide receiver from the school I used to be on, and he's another guy who really didn't get any playtime, but he ended up joining. Along with him, the top three receivers in this team look a little bit different. We don't got the same three people. I mean, we do, but I mean, it's been moved around. And even the tight end position too, we got a new tight end. But most importantly, Dakota Mills, he's a junior just like me. He didn't get playtime at all last year. I mean, he was like, what, the fifth, sixth wide receiver on the depth chart? So, I mean, he got in, but really wasn't for that long. And when he got in, he really didn't get the ball that much. Now, he's an all-around type of wide receiver. He got hands, he got route running, he's a little bit fast. But I wonder how coach is going to decide to use him, especially when our quarterback isn't that talented. So I guess his success is really going to depend on how good DePaul plays, because, you know, he's still the starting quarterback on his team, because, you know, his dad's the coach. But I'm just hoping to see my boy Mills come in and do kind of like what I did. And then we could become that 1-2 punch on this team that could really do something good on this team, because I'm trying to make something happen over here before I go to college. Now, speaking of David DePaul, he's actually been working like very hard during the offseason. Like, he's really trying to become a pretty decent quarterback. But not only that, but the coach really got on him for not being able to perform well, especially with having me in the backfield. Yeah, he definitely should have had a better season than that. But will Dakota Mills be enough, like that wide receiver that we need that's going to be able to get open? And will David DePaul's offseason training, you know, end up working out in the actual game? Guess we're going to have to find out. Let's ball up. And look, I know it says we're playing against Sam Houston, but just act like that's another high school team. I don't know what happened to college football, but it kind of messed up on the second season, so it is what it is. But like I said, a whole lot of things ended up happening along with Dakota Mills joining the team. But first off, after all the recognition I ended up getting, especially from my boy the YouTuber Nas, like I was talking about last time, I was actually invited to work out with guys like Saquon Barkley, Bijan Robinson, and all them boys. And you know, since I was invited to something like that, I had to invite Nas to it too, because he's one of the biggest reasons to why I was able to go to one of those type of workouts. And I'm real happy I was able to do that, because it definitely helped me with a lot of things. But not only that, but during the off season, I also gained a little bit of weight. You know what I'm saying? I had to put on some muscle, because, you know, I'm trying to make it to where like I'm able to do anything on the field, like be fast, be agile, but also at the same time be like kind of strong too. And as we speak, that boy Dakota Mills gets his first big play on the team with his first touchdown. But like I said, I was able to work out with Saquon and Bijan, and they ended up looking over my film with me and started letting me know like what things I could do better, like how to hit the gaps better, how to be more patient and things like that, because they believe that I got the talent to go to the NFL and be as good as they are at their level. And just being able to hear that from guys like that just feels real good, especially because Saquon is like my favorite running back in the league right now. And if I were to go to Penn State, it would really be only because he did. But that's if they were to give me an offer. But for right now, I got a good amount of offers. There's no Penn State yet, there's no Alabama, but so far I got offers from like USC, UCLA, Florida, Miami, just to name a few. And again, I gotta thank my boy Nas for this, because now from now on, it's just straight up, straight skyrocketing. And as long as I keep on playing that way I've been playing, we're gonna be good. Now, so far in this game, we're up 14-11 on 2nd and 6, and somehow I turned this play into a first down, getting even more yards, fighting for even more, getting us into the red zone. Another run to the outside, getting a nasty juke to the outside. I'm using my speed to get into the end zone. They scored 2, and now they got to try to stop us on our drive, and they got us to 3rd and 3. I'm out here on a flat route, and he threw the ball right to me, and luckily he got that ball, zipped it to me at the perfect time, because that would have been swatted down if not. And I would have turned that play into a huge play, getting us all the way into the red zone. And at this point, they ain't got no timeouts left in this game, and we just need to keep on running the ball. After a couple penalties, we was actually like pushed back pretty far, and they ended up getting us to 3rd and 17, which of course we ran the ball again, and with the time the way it is, they ain't got no chance. We starting the season off right, winning 21-18 at home. That's for the home crowd. And I'm back to doing what I do best. 161 yards, 19 attempts, a touchdown. Let's get it. And with our first game with our basically new team, this is definitely a way better team than we had last year. I mean, we got a lot more talent. We got better receivers. And I just hope the Poe can, keep on playing the way he's playing right now. And Mills, he had a pretty good first game, 60 yards, 2 touchdowns. Okay, just continue this throughout the season. Now in the second game of the year, I'm taking this punt return, and I end up going crazy on this when I went to the inside, bounced it to the outside, and ain't nobody there for me. And I'm going for 6 off my first return of the game. But that wasn't it, because after that play, coach put me out here again for the punt to see if I could take it back one more time. 4th and 2, a little slight juke to the outside, and I'm gone. But they're lucky that they had some people on some good angles. Still got us to a pretty good field position. And now that we're finally back on offense, I could finally get to running the ball. 2nd and 4, a nasty juke to the inside, and I'm fighting for a couple more yards. My first run was for 18 yards in this game. 2nd and 4, he's getting the ball back to me out that backfield, getting another first down. I'm looking a little tired, but I'm still gonna take this handoff and take it to the crib. 3rd and 2, and I'm diving in there for the touchdown. Now, I'll be honest, the things I'm doing in this first half is something I don't even think I've done last season. Like 1st and 10, a juke to the inside, and that's all I needed to score this touchdown. I'm gone, ain't nobody catching me. They finally was able to put some points on the board, and now with a minute and a half left, we got some time to go ahead and get some points. And Mills finally got his first catch of this game. Now 1st and 10, catching a running back screen, and I really didn't get the block I thought I was going to get, but hey, at least I still turned that into positive gainage. But they end up getting a couple stops on us, making it 3rd down, but we still picked that up easily. Now with 8 seconds left in this first half on 1st and 10, just make sure you don't do nothing dumb. He ended up taking a sack. Luckily, we had a timeout to use, so we can get this field goal. And my crazy returns did not end in this game. On the kick return, look at just great blocks all around, and then combine that with my speed, unstoppable. Another return touchdown. 31-10. This is a blowout, but we're not done. Obviously, 1st and 10, outside run, juking back to the inside, going back to the outside. I got 5 rushes for 142 yards right now at this point. And on 3rd and 4, Wells is trying to get to the end zone, but just got caught right before he was able to get in there. And even though we don't need this touchdown, we still getting it. Depot for the touchdown. Man, it's crazy how we starting off the season. We're 2-0, had a crazy game, winning 38-10. That's a crazy blowout that nobody on this school or on this team thought that could happen at all. But hey, man, I guess that's just what happened when you get some talent. And also when your quarterback ain't throwing picks and just being like, not smart, not making good decisions. But receiving wise was nothing special. Everybody, got a little bit. Mills, I didn't expect him to not do that much this game, but we're going to see what happens for the rest of the season. And y'all already know them returns was crazy. Kick return got a touchdown. Punt return got a touchdown. I did my thing, as I always do. Now, I never told y'all, but my relationship with Mills, we're not super close, but we were on the same team 2 seasons ago, whatever, 2 years ago. So we knew each other. We was cool with each other, but I never, got to know him until he ended up transferring schools, which ended up happening before the end of last school year. So I was able to kind of, get to know him a lot more. And especially since knowing that he was going to join the football team, I got to get acquainted with him, just like as I did with the rest of my teammates. And I asked him, how far does he want to go with this football stuff? And he let me know that he's really not taking it that serious. And to me, just hearing that made me a little bit worried about how he's going to play coming into the season. I mean, he's not bad. He was a 2-star recruit, you feel me? And now he's on the team where he's the #1 receiver, but we're going to need him to be very good because talent-wise, he's the best wide receiver on this team, the 2nd best player on the team. And we need our 2nd best player to be the 2nd best player. And so I asked him what was the point of him even coming to this school if he wasn't going to take football seriously. He just told me he just wanted to be able to play. And so I let him know, all right, just make sure you ain't come here just, mess around. You feel me? And so after that, I hope we was on the same terms because we're going to need him a lot this season. But right now, I'm balling out, breaking tackles, and now I am gone. Look at that speed. That breakaway speed is something you don't see a lot. Touchdown. It's the fourth quarter now. We're down 21-24. 1st and 10, running up the middle, juking to the right side, picking up this first down. We had a real good drive up until this point on 1st and 10 where he force-fed me the ball in the flats. But I was on running a real route, and that linebacker picked the ball off, and now they got a chance to extend their lead. This is what I'm talking about. DePaul really needs to get his mind right so he's not doing dumb things like that. And now we're down 10 points because of that. And we still got an opportunity in this game. We just got to, try to do something. I tried to make something happen on that kick return. Wasn't able to get anything. But on 2nd and 10, a deep bomb down the field for a huge play that ended up turning into a touchdown. That's exactly what we needed. And it was Dakota Mills with the touchdown too. And now we're in a pretty good position. We're down by 3 points. We don't got no timeouts, but we do have a whole minute left in this game to try to make something happen. We end up, falling short a couple of times. So now we only got 15 seconds. He's getting me the ball. I'm breaking the tackle and I'm getting to the outside. Now, field goal will tie this game up. But tell me why we did all that just for our kicker to miss the field goal. Are you crazy? Are you kidding me? We lost this game 28-31. We scored 1 touchdown in each quarter. All we needed was that field goal to tie the game up, go to OT, have another chance at it, but we didn't win this game, and I still got player of the game. It didn't matter. I balled out, but unfortunately, it meant nothing because we lost our first game of the season, and DePaul, he threw 2 picks in this game. I don't know what was going on with him, but that boy Mills, Dakota was doing his thing in this game. 3 catches for 125, a touchdown, you feel me? He did his thing this time. In these type of games, I feel like he can have every game, really. If it's something I'm really proud of or what I was able to do for this school, it's just the fact that this school had no type of football culture before me. I mean, like basketball-wise, they was cool, you feel me? But in football, there was no culture. Nobody even really cared about the team. Nobody even really cared about the games. But ever since last season, and now coming into this season especially, it's like a whole new school. Like whenever it's time for football time, everybody's excited. Everybody's ready to go to the game. Everybody's behind their tickets. But along with the popularity of our football school, also came the popularity of me because I'm the reason for all this stuff. You already know what comes with that. Like, look, when I first came to this school, nobody was even looking at me. You feel me? It was just, I was a normal student. But as soon as I started playing, you know what I'm saying, doing my thing out there on the football field, things started changing for me. And I mean, it was just like, you know what I'm saying, slowly starting to go up. But I mean, coming into this year, like especially, it's a lot of girls trying to get with me. But I'm gonna be honest, like I already got a girl. I mean, she still goes to the school I used to go to. So, there's that. But you know me, I'm not gonna be no cheater or nothing. I ain't even finna look nobody else's way. And I hope she doing the same thing I'm doing. I mean, I trust her, so we all good. And one of my favorite things about her is the fact that she understands how motivated I am, like how much work and time I'm gonna put in to this football stuff, because she know how far I can go, and she know I want to get to the NFL. And so she always understands when I can't hang out with her because I gotta put in some more work. Got to put in some more practice so I could become the best I could possibly be so we could be good. But now currently we're up 14-7 in the first half, and I end up taking this punt to the crib somehow. But I mean, not really to the crib because I stepped out of bounds, but I still ended up getting a touchdown. Honestly, I don't know what made me step out of bounds. I don't know how that happened, but it really don't matter because I still ended up getting a touchdown anyways, and we good. But now we're in the third quarter, and all they got since then was a field goal. So we're up 21-10, and we're looking to extend our lead even more. Now that defense started to lock in a little bit, so we tried to, take advantage of it, run a screenplay, but I dropped the ball. I mean, it was a little bit outside of my reach, so I couldn't get to it. But I mean, our defense got out there, got another stop on them, and now look at me on this run, trying to hurdle somebody, but I ended up getting clipped out the air. Got to the 4-yard line though, and on 1st and goal, Dakota on a slant, touchdown. So we go back to the winning side of things, 28-16, and a pretty good win. Where of course again I balled at 159, 21 attempts, 3 touchdowns. Good efficient game for David DePaul, but man, it's crazy. Mills had a touchdown in this game, but he really didn't do anything other than that. But I guess at least we won. That's all that really matters. Now, so far right now, we're doing good. We're in our 5th game of the year. We're 3-1. We're doing good. But there's always that one thing that it's just got to be negative, and it's actually Dakota. Like, even though right now we're actually winning games, he is actually like complaining about his touches. Now, I don't know if he's trying to take touches away from me, which most likely isn't going to happen because whenever I touch the ball, good things always happen. But he made it known in the locker room that he wants to get the ball more. And to be honest, it ain't got nothing to do with me. It's all about if David DePaul even wants to get him the ball. And to be honest, I'm kind of with him on that because Mills didn't come here for no reason. He came here to be the receiver one on the team. And even though he did tell me that he didn't really care about all that, he really just came here just to be able to play. Nobody wants to just be on the field as a receiver one not getting targeted. And he really hasn't been getting targeted. I mean, it's not like he's just getting locked up every single game. It's just, I feel like when I'm out here, our quarterback just doesn't make the best decisions. And because of that, our receivers, they end up, not getting the stats that they want. And the worst part about that is the fact that the coach is his dad, so you can't really say too much because he's not going to put him on the bench. You would think that over the offseason when he was doing all that training that his decision making and stuff would get better, but it really hasn't. He just got a little bit more accurate. Like a pass like this, he would have never been able to make something like this last season. The dot to the back of the end zone for that boy Dakota. Hey, I ain't seen him throwing that last year. But hey, all that other stuff really ain't got nothing to do with me because all I'm going to do when I get the ball is do what I need to do. And on this play, I did exactly that. I ended up bouncing that play to the left side. I mean, the perfect ball carrier vision and the speed, and you can't catch me. Touchdown. You would think that after having like a locker room situation that just happened that we wouldn't come into this game and do these dudes like we doing right now, but it really didn't matter. We're up 28-0. A minute and 50 seconds left in this game, and we just killing these boys. And I ain't done putting up stats. We up 28-0 right now. Still, I'm gonna go ahead and put some more points on the board just to put some more salt in the wound. And so there goes another blowout that we get this season, 35-0. I mean, just great job by that defense. And this time I had like one of those 274, 21 attempts, 4 touchdowns. Like, yo, and this is really crazy because I really normally don't get this many attempts. You know what I'm saying? Like, just imagine if I run this many times in a game. Just imagine what I could average. But again, another game where the receivers just don't put up that much stats. Mills did get a touchdown, but other than that, really nothing. And it really sucks to him and the rest of the receivers because it's not their fault. It's just this team runs through me. And that's due to the coach wanting to win games. You know what I'm saying? To win games, you got to get me the ball, and that's what's happening. Now, after scoring, our defense went out here, got a stop, and now the punt return, making a quick cut to the left side. Got one guy to beat. I end up getting past him, but there's too many for me to try to get in there in the line, and end up pushing me out of bounds. And they started playing some pretty good defense. Got to the 4th and 2, and I don't know why he threw that ball. I mean, he threw it to the guy who was not even at the first down marker, so we didn't pick it up. And with their opportunity, they end up doing what they needed to do. They end up getting 8 points. But we done made our way down the field. Not only that, we wasted a lot of time getting here. We got, 15 seconds, less than 15 seconds left, running the screenplay, picking up a couple yards, using our second timeout. We really don't need the pole throwing no dumb passes. Luckily, he gave me the ball at the flats, and we in the end zone. Now, they actually got the ball to start the second half, but they did nothing with it, so we can extend this lead now, picking up this big run to get to about their 30. And now on 1st and 10, I'm running a wheel route. He got that ball right to me because that linebacker was nowhere near me, tried to hurdle somebody, got hit out the sky, but hey man, we still got that. We are within 10 yards of the touchdown, run a pass and play, and he almost took a sack, but threw that ball. Perfect timing for that touchdown. Great play. And man, if it's one thing that definitely got upgraded during the offseason, it's our defense. I mean, them boys is working hard. They doing what they need to do. They're getting stops out here. Like, we done shut out a team this season. Like, that's crazy. And now 1st and goal, Mills is wide open on the left side. I don't know what defense they was playing, but we'll take it. Dakota for the touchdown. And we win in, once again, another blowout. I mean, we're looking like a different team. Like I said, last season, we looked like a completely different team from the team before, but this team looks different than the last team. I mean, I'm still doing my thing, but we're blowing teams out, so I'm not the only one doing my thing. Somebody's on defense locking up. Somebody's on defense getting to that pass rush. We looking real good right now, and I hope we can keep this throughout the season. Just look at my stat comparison to a different running back in the same district. career-wise. That's crazy. But look though, some great news then came in. I done started to get a lot more scholarships from a lot more like 5-star, like huge schools in the nation. Schools like Alabama, Georgia, Oregon, they all done offer me. Even Penn State. And even with how bad I want to go ahead and just commit to a school right now because I'm so excited. I'm in my junior year and I just want to go ahead and commit, but I want to wait a little bit longer, see who else I can get. But to be honest, like most likely I'd want to stay at a college that, is close to home, California or some other state that's in this area, just so, I can, stay around my family as I build up my wealth to try to move them out of Compton. And the huge reason for that is what happened to my brother. If you remember what happened, he's good right now, but we still need to get up out of here and I'm gonna be the one to do it. But speaking on things like that, I don't know what it is and I don't know why, but so many people just hating on me in my own neighborhood. And I guess it's just what happens when you live in a hood and people start seeing that you balling out and everything. So there always got to be those haters that don't want to see you go nowhere. And I just hope that, this situation or whatever doesn't cause me to do anything dumb and doesn't cause me to, feel like I need to do anything stupid so I can, continue my football career. Because at this pace right now, I'm looking really good. There's so many colleges that want me and my future looks really bright. I just got, keep on going, keep on working hard. That's what I'm doing in this game right here. We're up 14-7 with a chance to extend this lead. It's the third quarter now, so this is when it get dicey. I ended up getting taken out the game for the rest of the last drive, and we end up doing nothing. Luckily though, the defense went out there and got a stop, and now we back out here trying to extend the lead again. Though they did end up getting us for a loss. It's 3rd and 14 now, and Depot actually finds Dakota in the slot down the middle. What a dot! With 2 people on him too. That's a great play. And now on 1st and goal, running a little outside run, and I end up getting some pretty good blocks on this play. I ended up bouncing it back to the inside, tried to dive in for the touchdown, but there was a flag on the field. I didn't get the touchdown, but still it didn't matter. There's a holding on the field, so we getting pushed back. That's tough. After a couple runs that didn't work, it's 3rd and goal now, and we're still trying to just punch it in, and I can't get in there. It's 4th and goal, and coach wanted to go for it. We did, got the ball to me, and I dropped the ball while taking a hit, so we did not secure that touchdown on that drive. But like I said, our defense has really been locked in. They got another stop for us. Now 1st and 10, look at that speed to cut that corner, pick up even more yards. I should have stayed in bounds, but hey man, we rolling. Less than 2 minutes left in this game. Another nice run, some great blocks on that left side, and I'm in the end zone, untouched. And once again, another stop for the defense. Like they are just out there locking up. We're up 21-7, running a little screenplay, and the game's already over with. We just doing this for a little bit more stats. And I'm getting my last little touchdown in or whatever. 2nd and goal, running stretch play, and I'm fighting for that touchdown. Come on, man. Let's go. Another one of those games, another blowout. We win this game 28-7. We are on a roll right now. Still got 1 loss on the season. We looking even better, way better than we did last season. And man, I'm just putting up crazy stat line after crazy stat line. 182, 18 rushes, and 3 touchdowns. Now, no touchdown for David, but hey man, he's throwing the ball efficiently. He's not throwing any interceptions, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day. And again, Mills not really putting up games that he thought he would be putting up. He done started to calm down a little bit off it because we're winning games the way we're winning them, but I know he'll like to have the ball a lot more. But again, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Now, after 7 games of the season, we're 6-1, having a real good year. And David, 11 touchdowns and 2 picks. That's really the stats that matter the most. He also has a real good completion percentage. Now, Mills, he's averaging 50 yards a game receiving wise. I'm averaging 41. I guess we're just going to have to see who's going to end up leading the team in receiving yards by the end of the season. And rushing wise, number 1 in the district by a long shot, and 15 touchdowns too. And you can never forget about my kick return and my punt return stats. Look, I'm putting them things up, you know what I'm saying? Especially punt return this year. Number 1, 2 touchdowns as well. And with the way the season's going right now, man, looking to continue this dominance through the last stretch of the season and hopefully get to that state championship. And that means we can't lose no games, because I feel like if we lose 1 more game, it's probably going to be over for us trying to get to that state championship. All right, y'all, we're coming into our 8th game of this season, and we're having a real good year. Like I said, this is something that nobody expected. But look at how we doing this though. We're doing our thing. But not only is this football stuff going good, everything else is going good as well. School stuff going good, you feel me? Like I'm getting even more scholarships coming in. So much I can't even really track. And if you remember my situation with my brother, they did end up putting him in a couple things for sports, and he's doing pretty good in them. And he's focusing on football. Now, I don't know how serious he want to take the football route, but hey, as long as it's keeping him out the streets up until, you know what I'm saying, I get us up out of there, out of Compton, then we're going to be good. Because there was a time before I really took football stuff seriously when I almost got into that life. I almost got into the streets and started selling or whatever. But now I'm on a track where I feel like I'm good. And I'm happy my brother ain't end up going down that track, because that last situation he was in could have been terrible for him. But right now in this game, it's about 4 minutes left in this game. It's a tie game right now. And in a situation like this, there's really no point to, not run the ball. Second and inches, running this ball, picking up this first down easily. And we're just going to go ahead and try to burn all this clock. We got less than 2 minutes left. They got all 3 of their timeouts. So if the touchdown's there, we're going to take it. But for now, just keep on running this ball. Keep it on the ground. A minute left now. We're just still burning the clock. 2nd and 13. I'm bouncing it to the outside. I ain't getting no blocks over there, but hey, my speed was good enough. I ended up getting the first down off of that. And now with just 52 seconds left in this game on 2nd and goal, a run right up the middle for the touchdown. And look, I'm gonna be honest, it probably wasn't smart to, just score that fast, because they had time, they had timeouts and everything. But hey, look, we won the game. That's all that matters. You feel me? They couldn't score. Our defense, man, they've really been doing their thing. And me, of course, I'm always gonna do what I'm gonna do. And as for my team, like, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm actually proud of David, because last season he wasn't as efficient as he is this year. You feel me? But the receiving wise, of course, I'm still, you know what I'm saying? The whole team is on my back at this point. Now, at this point, we got 4 games left on the season. And at this rate, if we just continue our win streak, continue what we're doing, we can make it to the state championship. But right now, it's not looking too good in this game, because we're already down 7-0. Then we're getting a fumble on us, scored again. But this big run right here could be what gives us some momentum, because we need that. We weren't able to put up no points in the first quarter, which isn't good at all. And then on 1st and 10, David DePole drops back in the pocket, delivers a dot straight to the defense. Look, last year, I'm pretty sure we beat these dudes, but right now it's looking like they're a completely different team. It's looking like we're a completely different team than how we've been playing so far this season. We're down 21-0. I mean, I thought we was doing good. I mean, as for me, I feel like I'm putting up some good stats right now, but I'm not getting into the end zone. And it's probably because they're focusing it on my run, because our pass just isn't working. We end up having to come out here and run a running back screenplay, and I'm fighting for as much as I can. I'm doing as much as I can for this team, but there's a certain point where we need something else to work, and it's just not working. Luckily, Charlotte isn't scoring every play, so we still have a chance in this game. I ended up finally scoring a touchdown on this play, so we're still in it. We just need some defense and some better offense, way better offense. But I guess it just didn't matter at the end of the day. It's just one of those games where we just couldn't keep up with them. I ended up scoring another touchdown, but I don't know how much that's going to matter, because the way their offense been moving, ain't look like we're going to stop them. But we did end up getting a stop on them. And then here on 1st and 10 with 40 seconds left in the game, that boy David would throw a deep bomb down the field, score a real quick touchdown. But unfortunately, I don't think they're going to give it up that fast. And even if we get an onside, probably might not get it. And unfortunately, we didn't get it. We lost 28-22. We took way too long in this game to finally start playing football. So, they took advantage of that. David threw 2 touchdowns, threw an interception. I still put up a good game. You feel me? 129 with a touchdown. And receiving wise, it was actually Bell who led. I scored a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even see Dakota on this chart, on the stat sheet. After that game, I'm just going to be honest with y'all. The locker room, man, look. Before, when I was telling y'all, it was cool. Like, Dakota was cool kind of with him not being able to get the ball, even though he really wants the ball. But that was when we was winning games. But now, after that game we just lost, he's feeling completely differently now. And he's acting a lot differently too. He's not even he didn't even sit at the lunch table with us on the next day of school we had. So I know it's something. Now, we've actually started to become pretty good friends ever since he joined the school. So I kind of know how he is when he's mad or when he's frustrated. And I could tell he is, because losing a game like that, not even being targeted one time throughout a whole game, and you're the receiver one, hey, I can't even be mad at him for being mad at DePole and the coach, because he needs to be incorporated into the offense so that we can continue what we doing. And I understand it's just real hard to stay focused when you know you should be getting the ball and you're not. For me, I don't got to worry about things like that because I'm the running back. So all the Poe got to do is hand the ball off to me and I do what I can do with it. When you're a wide receiver, you're really you're really depending on the quarterback to get you the ball. And if that's not happening, what can you do? There's nothing he can do about it. So there's a certain point where something got to change. And I'm making something happen here on this play off of this toss, using my speed to score this touchdown, to bring this score down. I'm cutting this lead. They end up scoring a touchdown, so coach put me out here in the kick return to try to make something happen. And I did, using my speed, use the perfect gaps, the best blocking I done got in a long time. Pick up this touchdown and make it a 7-point game again. Let's get it. And now at this point, we got a chance. Defense went out there, got to stop. It's an 8-point game, so we just got to get in that end zone, get a 2-point conversion. In this game, it's tied up, but that means we got to get there. 2nd and 13 after taking the sack and run a running back screen. I didn't get the blocks I thought I was going to get. I wish he would have blocked him, but he ran right past him. And on 3rd and 15, threw a dot right to Dakota. And hey, look, he better had caught that ball after all he said to David. But now we're finally pushing our way down the field. And then, of course, as David does, just another bad decision, throwing an interception. And even worse than that, I missed my tackle out of complete just frustration and anger. And they took that thing for 6. And man, hopefully we can find our way back. We done already lost too many games at this point. There's no way we're going to get to the state championship unless something lucky happens and we win every game for the rest of the season or whatever. But that's crazy. I had a great game, 16 for 176 or whatever, a touchdown, even receiving wise. Look at that, 182. And it looks like I'm the only one doing anything. I even was out here look at the kick return stats. Who you know out here doing it like this? We shouldn't be losing. Now we got 2 games left on the season. At this point, like I said, we done lost too many games to even, be able to get to the state championship. So, just being able to end the season off with good momentum like we did last year is going to be good for my senior year. You know what I'm saying? Because, look, it's a big thing finna happen, right? David, he's already a senior, so after this season, he's gone. We're going to have a new quarterback and everything. Me and Dakota, we'll still be here. I mean, unless he decides to leave because of the coach. But to be honest, I don't even think the coach gonna stay here once his son gone. So, hey, look, it is what it is. But for me, I'm staying here. I done did a lot here. And, I'm just looking forward to finishing out my high school career here and becoming a legend. I mean, I got one more shot to try to get to the high school state championship. And if I'm gonna do that, I started to realize that through these last 2 seasons, I've been having great years, but maybe I gotta have an even better year. Maybe I gotta put even more work in during the summer so I could be ready to really carry my team, because clearly it ain't looking like what I'm doing right now is working, because we're winning games, but we're not winning all of them. And we need to win all of them. It's actually funny. My boy Nas, the YouTuber, he done kind of became an assistant. Not like an assistant, but a guy who really just travels around with us wherever we go. Anytime we go to practice or go to, a away game or whatever, he's always there. He's always recording. And it's actually crazy. I never thought it would happen like this. I never thought that this was how it would be. I didn't expect me going to this school would do this much for my career. And it's just looking even though we're not getting to where I want to be here at this school, still, my future is really bright. And this is more than what I expected. And I'm happy for it. But what I'm not happy for is David throwing an interception. I mean, we're by 8 points right now. And he just put them back to where they want to be, giving them pick 6. And they finna go for 2 here and try to tie this game up, which they didn't get. They didn't get a 2-point conversion, thankfully. 2nd and 9 though, and I don't even know what happened on that play. I mean, I kind of bumped into my old lineman a little bit, but 3rd and 9, I'm trying to block for him. He's scrambling out to the left side and threw the ball out of bounds. They're playing some great defense on us right now, I ain't gonna lie. Now they're winning the game, but he did end up finding Dakota to pick up this first down. It was a big one. They did start playing some good defense though. Less than 30 seconds left in this game. 3rd and 7. Now I'm coming out the backfield. I really feel like he should have just waited for me, but instead, 4th down now. And on 4th and 7, he finds a guy wide open. A great pass to pick up that first down. We got less than 20 seconds left in this game to make something happen. And we don't got no choice. We have to score a touchdown. And he targeted Dakota when he didn't need to. I guess Dakota got in his head And he just felt like he needed to force it in when he didn't need to do that. And because of that, another pick six. Ridiculous. And so we lose another game. I mean, this was a game that we definitely could have won. We had multiple chances to do it, but just couldn't get it done at the end of the day. And DePaul, he threw 1 touchdown and 2 picks. I went crazy, as I always do. I mean, it's just a common theme of me going crazy and everybody else not really doing what they need to do. I mean, like, Dakota had a touchdown in this game, but, like, what does that mean if we're losing? So we got 1 game left on the season. Now, look, I'm gonna be honest. It's a little bit annoying just knowing that this school, even though it's just been all me really throughout the season, I know we could have did a lot more this season. Like, I just know we could have. We had a stretch of games where we just looked like great. Like, we just looked great, but then out of nowhere, we lost. And after that loss, we lost again. And because of that, we can't go to the state championship. And I think that's what's really getting into my head, because I really want to be able to do that. And now it's a lot of pressure because I only got 1 year left in high school. 1 year. So this is my last opportunity to try to, make something happen, try to get to there. Because I just want to be able to do that to a school, for a school that has no football history. Like, imagine. And I expressed this to my parents and everything, and they let me know to, not be too hard on myself. I mean, I done been through one of these phases when my team was losing last year, and, I was really being hard on myself, too hard on myself, actually. And I'm going through it again. And they actually let me know to, not be too hard on myself, because even though, I want to be able to bring a state championship here. But it ain't only me. You feel me? I'm just the running back. And at the end of the day, you're not going to win a championship with only one great player on the team. You need more than that. You need a whole team to win championships, obviously. So they told me to, just don't feel too pressured to feel like I'm obligated to bring this team a state championship. Because at the end of the day, I done did a lot for the school already. I done got them a football coach. I done got them a reason to actually watch the games. And just that in itself is a huge thing. But now, other than stuff like that, look, I feel like it's great, like, just everything's lining up. Well, obviously, except for this football season, the YouTuber Nas, well, he's actually in the same grade as me. And that's actually perfect, because that means that we can actually graduate at the same time and, maybe go to the same college and, continue what we're doing, continue this partnership together. Because, he was here to help me get scholarships and also bring up his YouTube. But at this point, his YouTube is up. He got over 200,000 subscribers. And me, hey, man, I've been doing my thing. I'm getting a whole lot of scholarships, which is exactly what this partnership was for. But of course, we can't just end it at this, though. And so there's a chance that we might end up going to the same college to, continue this. But as y'all can see here in our last game, my last game of my junior season, David DePoe's last game in his high school career, we blow these dudes out. And of course, I have another great game, 188, 19 rushes, 3 touchdowns. And look, we had a great game, you feel me? And even though, this is our last game of the season, because obviously we're not going to make it to where we tried to get to because of that losing streak that we went on or whatever, but we still had a good year, and we ended the season off strong with a pretty good blowout game. And well, for the second year in a row, I'm actually the player of the year. That means I'm the best player in the country, not the best running back in the country, not the best junior running back in the country or whatever, the best player in the country. You feel me? And obviously also the best running back in the country, and once again, the best special teams returner. Y'all know I went crazy. Y'all saw the stats I put up this season. Had another great year as always. And even though DePoe did throw those picks in the last couple of games, I mean, he had a better year than he did last year. And this was his last year in high school. So I wonder how it's going to go for him if he's even going to try to go to college. But as a receiving side, look, I end up leading our team in receiving once again. I really didn't expect to do that, especially when we brought in a pretty good talent from my old school, but I guess it is what it is. And rushing wise, look at the difference between me and the second place one in our district. That is just crazy. And then kick returns, punt returns, y'all know I'm up there. I'm not number one in them, but hey, still up there though, you feel me? Went crazy all season, did my thing, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. But now it's time to get ready for my final season in high school. I got to make sure that this is amazing, you feel me? And we got to get to that state championship without a doubt. We got to get there. Let's see what happens though.